What is up, guys? Welcome back to another Wild Rift video, and today we're gonna be taking a look at something very special and something very dear to my heart, because we're finally able to check out some Wild Rift Esports, because this is the first official Riot produced tournament. It is the Icon Series SEA, so in Southeast Asia, and I believe the way it works, this is the Vietnamese part of it. So this is two Vietnamese teams already clashing off in the final of it, but I am not 100% sure. So please, if you have any more infos about this Icon series, make sure to drop them in the comments below and enlighten all of us so we know how this exactly works. But I'm pretty sure this is the Vietnamese part right now, and I think this is the grand final of it already. It started a couple days ago already. And then afterwards, all the teams will be playing against each other, all the different countries. So the best teams of the different countries. So that should be a lot of fun. And yeah, finally, Wild Rift Riot Games official esports is starting. They're coming in hot already, man. It is only a beta and they are already starting off strong with the esports. So that is, of course, a very promising future. Should be fun to check these games out, especially because of the picks. And here I will instantly start a draft. Of course, we will go through the draft together, and it is interesting. Okay, as you can see, the bans are not shown yet. We will see them soon because they have to like ban. There's no bans in game, so they have to do it via text chat or whatever. It's kind of scuffed, but hey, we're getting there. It's a beta. However, look at these picks. Akali is a first pick, and now you will see the bans. Rakan and Vi banned on the blue side. Meanwhile, Aurelion Sol and Orianna banned on the red side. Now, I and many others always complain about Lulu, Olaf, stuff like that, Jinx, in solo queue. However, this is esports, guys. Keep that in mind. This is very different. This is not going to be the same types of picks that you will see in your rank games that dominate your rank games. Like, look at this. Annie picked, Jarvan picked. By the way, I know the last two picks are being covered by my webcam, but I'll still have to figure out where to put the webcam. We might have to put it top right at some point, but yeah. We will improve these videos as it goes on. Also keep in mind, I haven't done esports commentary in quite some time, so this will probably be scuffed. It is what it is. I apologize again. Of course, I did it a lot back in the days in Arena of Valor, but yeah, as you can see, Ziggs. Ziggs is picked, man. We have a Corki pick as well, which is, since Ziggs is picked, it's not going to go mid lane, it's going to go into the marksman position. Keep in mind, this is very early on, okay? There's teams that really just have their main champions that maybe other teams don't use, like that Ziggs. Whenever I checked out the other games, I only saw RSG pick this Ziggs, and they seem to make good use of him with via tower pushing, objective control. So we'll see how that will work. We have an Alistair pick as the last pick, and on the other side we have a Misfortune and a Lulu pick as the two last. And Misfortune is actually, especially in competitive, the best marksman in the game, and Lulu is of course absolutely broken. So it's already a little bit confusing why they picked them so late, why they're not insta-locked. Olaf, we've seen him instantly locked in as a first pick on the red side. Akali, first pick on the blue side. Let me tell you guys, Akali is insanely broken as well. That's why I keep telling you guys that if you want to enjoy her as much as you can. We might see some nerfs very soon. But yeah, you can see lots of barriers as well. Olaf with barrier, Ziggs with barrier, Corki with barrier. That makes sense. I have to make sure it's muted. I'm going to skip over the loading timer. And there we go. We are in game. And yeah, I should probably put my webcam top right. Listen, let's just do this real quick. I can do this without you. Ooh, I'm flying. Okay, there we go. This should be good. We can see everything, and I will hide my mouse, and beautiful. Okay, so again, as I said, this will be a little bit scuffed because I haven't done this in a long time, so bear with me, but we will try our best. Make sure to keep your eyes locked on the minimap because that is where all the action will be happening. Lee Sin in the jungle going up against Jarvan in the jungle actually. Now Lee Sin has the early advantage. However, keep in mind, Jarvan is a great pick against something like an Olaf, because Olaf if he doesn't have his flash ready, he can't escape, right? The issue with that Jarvan pick though is in this particular game, usually you want to pick it against Jinx, against Ashe, Draven, Misfortune, Orianna, you know, stuff like that. Ziggs and Corki can jump out, so that both of the oh my god, this Annie is just beating this little boy up. Jesus, what is that? I've never seen Annie. I don't even see her in my ranked games, but apparently I should try her out a little bit. By the way, you know what I'm most excited about this? I will just copy all these builds and I will just clickbait you so hard, guys. I'm trying out to... Oh my god, this Ziggs play! He just kicks her right in after she already expanded the flash. Beautiful level 2, level 3 gank by that Lee Sin. And he already makes his way down to the bottom scuttle crab. Let's see a replay on that. The Lee Sin just swoops in, W over the wall. She flashes a little bit too late after the Q already connects. But this satchel charge, second ability of Ziggs, is beautiful. That is not an easy thing to do. Just kick the person exactly into you. Very beautifully played, man. I'm telling you guys, Ziggs is not bad. He's just really difficult. And yeah, I'm looking forward to copy this guy's build because he honestly plays so much Ziggs, the RSG mid laner here. But yeah, definitely already a strong start for RSG here. We have around about 1000 gold lead accumulating already. This bot lane is, by the way, what we saw earlier. Let me just go back. We are at 218. Let me just show you something interesting, okay? Yeah, see here, they keep lane swapping. The dual lanes are top. That's something big in esports right now. The dual lanes are top, and you see the Olaf shifting top. He goes back because he loses against the Akali. He went back to base, and they lane swap. But the enemy bot lane, Divine Esports bot lane, predicts this and also goes back because they want to force the Akali against 218 is where we were at. There we go, excuse me, but this is important, right? Because these are things that you will never see in solo queue. No one will ever do this. I remember in season 3 I think, lane swaps, or season 4 on PC League of Legends, lane swaps were so big in esports. Like, you would always see lane swaps. I will explain why in a moment. But what I'm trying to say is, in solo queue, and I was very high diamond rank, you would never see them. On streams of solo queue players playing in Challenger, no one would lane swap because it's just something that is hard to coordinate. Now, why do you lane swap? Akali beats up Olaf completely. No counterplay, okay? Well, most of the time. So, what Olaf can do though, he has a ranged ability with that Q, right? With that undertow. So he can easily last hit the minions when he's facing off against the 1v2 lane. Now let's hold that thought for a second because this Jarvan is trying to go for a dive along with the Annie. She just ults the Corki. I think he's gonna drop as well. The Alistar dropped insanely fast, of course, level 4 still. No ultimate available. Beautiful counter gank by Lee Sin though. Are they gonna get this Lulu as well? For sure. Ziggs expends his flash and this should be a kill. She's running though. Is she gonna get executed? No, right? Nah. Lee Sin is able to follow up. Beautifully played. All in all, a 2-for-2 trade in the end. So that is honestly pretty good for RSG because it looked like a very dire situation. Now keep in mind though, the Corki missed a lot of farm because there was a pretty big minion wave pushing in and he died before he was able to farm that up. But he just went mid, Ziggs got the bottom wave and it is all good honestly. But yeah, as I said, the Olaf can ranged last hit, the Akali can't. So the Akali gets completely destroyed. Also, if you look at the 2v2 of these two teams, I mean, they're kind of even. I would say MF and Lulu win against the Corki Alistar, which is another incentive to swap that, right? Because 2v1 you will always win, right? The MF Misfortune will win against the Olaf, of course. He's not going to bop them unless he's playing against silver players, you know. But yeah, you know, you essentially turn two losing matchups into one winning, one losing matchup, and the losing matchup on the enemy side is losing even more than yours. And right as I'm saying that, a huge teamfight breaks out. The Jarvan overextended a little bit, gets Lulu ulted, however still dies. Corki gets the kill, Olaf gets another kill. Olaf ends up dying to the Akali. Beautiful combo there. She gets an easy double kill, triple kill. Absolutely insane. She gets the killing spree. This Akali is dangerous already. When an Akali snowballs this hard, ooh, boys. This is going to be very dangerous, I have to say. Now, let's see. From what I've seen, you can already see, this Akali build is way different from mine. First of all, she's using barrier. Again, as I said, lots of people in esports using barrier right now on almost all their champions. Because it's just safer, you know? Barrier is just really safe. It's easy to bait the enemy. While I'm saying that though, hold that thought, because we're again looking at a potential dragon fight. Of course, it's an infernal dragon. Very important, however, it's already so low. Red team secures it. Jarvan is not able to steal it. Doesn't drop though. They get the Olaf kill, but that is not worth. I think RSG will take this trade any day of the week. Keep in mind though, Divine Esports, it has accumulated around about 2,000 gold lead. The Rift Herald is about to spawn as well. There we go. So I think they will shift their focus. Both teams will shift their focus over there. Keep in mind though, it's not that important. I mean, you can see blue team, Divine Esports is pushing down this bot lane tower. They're pretty happy about that. Usually a good Rift Herald play, you know, like a decent one in esports, I would say gets a full tower. If you get 2 towers, man, you probably ace the enemies or something stupid happens. So that is a solo queue play. That is the solo queue fiesta special. But yeah, so I think Divine Esports is pretty happy with that. You know, they get the bot lane tower. They give over the Rift Herald. Keep in mind, with the Rift Herald, you still have to get that tower. 3,000 gold lead for Divine Esports almost. So they're really happy. Let's check out these gold values real quick. Yeah, as I said, barriers on Akali, Conqueror. I like to go for fleet footwork, but again, it's a little bit of a mid lane thing because you tend to get poked out. In esports, you play Akali Baron lane. I always say she's better in Baron lane as well. I just don't like playing the champions that I play in mid lane in Baron lane because I'm stupid. I'm cringe like that, it's fine. But yeah, not a fan of that, so... but definitely, I recognize Conqueror is the best choice, Baron lane. You go for a teleport. However, what he goes, or what most Akalis in esports do, they go Liandry's first item. Now, I'm very interested to see what their next item will be, but sometimes they skip Gunblade, which I used to do, but then I realized it just bursts the most, and I don't know, maybe it's just some solo queue. Oh my god, what an engage by the Annie Flash, Protobelt, 2-man ultimate. However, they only get that Alistar. The enemies couldn't get the bot lane tower though, so they saved that as well. Oh my god, this Akali has to be kicked out instantly. She is literally insanely strong right now. She is just so fed after that triple kill early game. And yeah, it's gonna be really hard for RSG to deal with her. Since it's a 5v4 on the map for Divine Esports, they are able to pressure this mid lane a little bit. However, if you are playing against the Ziggs, you're not going to be able to do much. Now look at this. Protobelt flash, boom, 2-man ult from that Annie. I should try out Annie more, huh? We'll try out that. Listen, you know what? After I record this, I'm going to go stream and I'm going to try some Annie, okay? So, hey, make sure to subscribe, ring the notification bell if you don't want to miss that Annie gameplay. I'll try to get a cheeky little video. But yeah, look at this, man. She just goes for the cap. She went for the Gucci cap first item, bro. Rabadon's death cap. She's at 6,000 gold. 1,000 behind the Ziggs, though. He's already at Liandry's and Infinity Orb. Yeah, interesting. I'll try this build, of course, as well. Now, something really... What you will see often, oh my god, these Protobelt engages, though. Ziggs almost dropped, flashes away, last millisecond. Had to use barrier as well. So he is not happy with that. He's going to be very vulnerable for the next fight. Yeah. If I'm the Annie, you know, that Protobelt has like a 60-second cooldown, I believe. So you can just do that again before the barrier and the flash are up for Ziggs. So Divine Esports is honestly looking pretty hot here. Despite missing that Infernal Drake, look at how much damage they're putting down with that. Oh my god, that Misfortune double up at the end, just blowing out that Alistar completely. And she's able to survive with that Lulu shield at the end. They get another kill onto the Corki. He ended up overextending. He didn't use his barrier. He didn't use his Flash, absolutely unreal. But yeah, ooh, the Corki actually very interesting. Going for that Blade of the Ruined King. Crazy. Guys, these builds seem really wacky, but at the end of the day, these are pro players. They are spending all day trying to figure out the best meta, the best, the best strategy to win these high elo games. So honestly, I'm gonna try all of these builds, man. I remember I thought about trying Blade of the Ruined King on Corki. I decided against it though because at the end of the day, it just didn't seem to make that much sense. Also, in an other pro match, I saw the standard Corki build with Mana Immune into Trinity Force. So if you're building that, if you're familiar with that, don't worry, no need to try the Blade of the Ruined King. I will still try it, you know, it's a good little video. But yeah, very interesting though. No Mana Immune, no Trinity, just a standard crit build, it seems like. Blade of the Ruined King into Infinity Edge. On the Misfortune, we have the most standard build. Blade of the Ruined King, Mortal Reminder for that early game burst. Even though it's a percentage armor penetration item, it is just so insane in the early game already. Then she already has that Infinity Edge. The gold values on Divine Esports right now are insane. They're 5,000 gold ahead. Most of that is on that Misfortune. She is 3,000, almost 4,000 gold ahead of the Corki, which is unbelievable. And she's gonna go for, I would say, either a Phantom Dancer or a Rapid Fire Cannon now. And man, it's not gonna be fun if you're looking at this from the perspective of RSG right now. Keep in mind, they have this little saving grace because they have the Infernal Dragon for the late game. Okay, so that is pretty big. That is definitely gonna be pretty big. If your gold values on your marksman are literally 50% lower than the enemy, then it is of course difficult. It is of course very difficult. But yeah, let's just calm down a little bit here. We still have around a 6,000 gold lead for Divine Esports right now. It's a little bit of a stump, but you can see RSG is still staying competitive. This Ziggs had to jump away. He messed up, he auto-aimed his satchel charge, I believe, aimed it onto the Annie, kicked her away. That doesn't do anything. You have to use it on yourself, jump out of the Jarvenold, and that results in the Ziggs dead. With Ziggs being dead, Alistair dropping as well. This will be difficult unless this Lee Sin can pull off a miracle. They engage, they get the Annie. He steals the Baron, absolutely insane right now, man. What a god. He is able to save the game for their team. Now keep in mind, everybody died, only Corki has the buff, but they get a bunch of gold. They at least, I mean, the big thing is of course to deny the buff from the enemies. I like this production quality, man. See, that's what I'm talking about. These Riot events are always on another level, man. You can see, like, they slow it down a little bit. You can see the steal exactly. They zoom a little bit in, you know. Usually, I only zoom into my waifus. But, yeah. I can respect this zoom in. It is what it is. I can respect that. Something big to point out, though. The Annie is 1,000 gold behind the Ziggs. Now, how does that work? Her team is so far ahead. How is she behind? Well, the very simple answer to that is she gave up farm for her Misfortune because this is a marksman meta. This mid laner, Coyote is his name here on Divine Esports, he recognizes that. He's like, bro, I'm a garbage mid, not a garbage mid laner, he's a great mid laner, but I'm a mid laner. That makes me garbage by default. Mid lane is useless. Guys, you see my stream. I kill the enemy mid laner 3 times in a row in 3 minutes and I still lose the game to Jinx, Lulu, you know? So he recognizes that. He's like, you know what? I'm Annie. I have an AoE stun. I have a proto belt. I can engage these team fights. I don't need anything else. I don't need as much money, as much gold. I'll give it over to the Misfortune and she's gonna smurf it up. But look at this base race, bro. This is actually... Oh no, it's not good for RSG. It is not good for RSG. I was gonna say it might be good for RSG because they would potentially lose a tier 3 tower anyway. If they can trade it for one, then it's pretty good for them. But I guess they got scared. But look at this Olaf's positioning. They are trying to catch him out. The Alistar gets caught out, but they waste the Annie ult onto the Alistar. That is, of course, rubbish. Only Alistar being caught by that. However, the Corki overextends at the end, and the Akali is doing exactly what she's supposed to. She is cleaning up the entire team fight. Look at this, man. Oh my god, beautiful Zhonya's usage there by the Ziggs is able to rain on Akali's parade. And yeah, she gets popped. Honestly, not bad. I mean, this is really good for RSG. Let's take a look at it again. You can see only the Olaf gets caught, only the Alistar gets caught. Ooh, but the Lee Sin dying at the end there is not good, because that means it'll be a free dragon going over to Divine Esports. They'll be sitting at a cloud and at a mountain dragon. It's going to be really difficult, but you can see here, that was very, very textbook Akali gameplay. She just goes in, she E's in, she tries to E out again, she E'd onto a minion, but after the Zhonya's comes out, but the Lee Sin is able to follow her up with the Q and completely destroys her. Very, very nice gameplay. Look at this Lulu, she has a soul stealer, man. Guys, just lock him up in prison or something. What is this, man? If I would play against this, I would probably uninstall the game. Quite literally. I would go try to look under my Constellation 4 free-to-play Barbara's skirt on Genshin Impact again. Because honestly, this is just, what is going on? Bro, you're never gonna kill this misfortune at all. She has a Zhonya's, a GA, and a very low cooldown Lulu ult. Ridiculous. Alright, my recording broke right around this second, but we were talking about this unkillable misfortune. But let's just take a look at the minimap right now. You can see Divine Esports focusing around that Baron area right now. Of course, RSG is there to defend it. Are they going to be able to, though? With that huge gold lead on especially the misfortune, she pops her ultimate, the Lee Sin goes in, he wants to steal it again, he is in his GA, he cannot smite during that, they're trying to finish it, and I believe they got it. Godlike misfortune, she is able to just kill 3 people, I believe, or 2 people on the enemy team, but the Lee Sin is able to get it right as he respawned out of that GA again, man. So again, Divine Esports not able to get that smite onto that Baron buff. They're again getting it stolen. However, this time it is a 5v4 on the map right now with only a Ziggs to defend. And now Ziggs has crazy wave clear, right? But I don't think this will be enough to defend. Wait, hold on, they're going back. I guess the health bars were too low. You can see this Annie, the Jarvan, they're very, very low HP. The Lulu was at half HP as well. So they decided to just reset, go back, and it seems like RSG stays alive for a couple more seconds at least until the next fight, because they're still in a very dire situation. I mean, after this fight, they were sitting at only around the 4,000 gold deficit, but now it's again like 7,000 almost, which is gonna be absolutely insurmountable, I would say. You can see the builds all across the board. The Jarvan going with the usual, you know, you go for 1 attack damage item and then you go full tank with that, what's it called? Stoneplate, Gargoyle enchant, exactly. You just jump in, you pop it, and you are unkillable. And also, ooh, hold up, let's hold that thought. The Annie gets a beautiful engage. The Jarvan follows up, and with that Cataclysm and bullet time combo from the misfortune, they're able to again shred the enemy team completely. Now it's just all about cleaning up. Ooh, but this Lee Sin is doing pretty well. Is he gonna get killed by Lulu? I think he is. Ooh, he is able to jump away, but of course it doesn't matter. The rest of his team is dead, and Divine Esports is gonna be able to finish off this game and destroy this Nexus at the end. Right before that team fight started, I wanted to say the Jarvan ult with the Misfortune ult, that is just a beautiful combo. You should always, if you have a Misfortune in your team, you know, you can think about picking that Jarvan. This is actually such a good VOD. They just show the damage numbers instantly. That's exactly what I was going to say. I was definitely going to give the MVP to the Misfortune. She played phenomenally well. Of course, her team also set her up really well. They gave her farm, they gave her the resources, they protected her. But she is of course, still has to play well to carry this, and was able to. Of course, the Akali played super well too. The Ziggs gets the SVP. I mean, honestly, the MVP of RSG should probably be Lee Sin with those 2 Baron steals. But yeah, honestly, super enjoyable game. Guys, please let me know. That was only the game 1 of a best of 5. And this is the grand finale. Let me know if you want to see the other games as well in the coming days. Let me know if you like these esport content. I mean, I really love recording these. I'm a really huge fan of esports myself. I love dissecting these, analyzing them. And as I said, this was the first one in quite some time. As the videos go by, you know, as I pump out more of these, the commentary will get better. The analysis will be on a higher level, you know. And yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Again, let me know what you think about these. And with that being said, I will see you guys next time. Peace out. Bye bye.